Well, hello folks, it's Mike here. I want to welcome you back to Keto Style, and today I want to talk to you for just a little bit about why I had to make a change in my life. Uh, you know, if you want to learn how to lose a beer gut fast, well then let me tell you, hold on for just a minute and I'll kind of explain that to you. Years ago, when I was trucking, more than I am now. I'm still trucking now, but I went to have a physical done, and the lady that was doing my physical, when she got done with the paperwork and everything, they had put on my paperwork that I was obese. And all of my life I've been in fairly good shape. As a kid I was very active. I was in all kinds of sports, and I've always worked hard. I've always been very active. And but as time played a role and it took a toll on me over the years, eating. I love to cook and I love to eat, and of course certainly driving a truck and being out, not able to cook for myself a lot of times. You grab some of the wrong things and you know it tends to stick to your belly, and so you end up what we call having a beer gut. Now I don't drink beer anymore. I don't have anything against beer drinking, but it will put weight on you. And you know, we often say that some, especially men, if they have a protruding belly, a lot of times that they've got a beer gut. But anyway, it's fat around the organs down in the waist area, and you know it's not healthy. It's really not. It's matter of fact, visceral fat is probably the worst kind of fat around your organs. And but anyway, that really bothered me the day that I did that physical, and they said I was obese. And obesity certainly is an epidemic here in America, and it's getting worse and worse. And the reason why is because of the food we eat. And the food has all kinds of like soybean oil and different kinds of oil like that, corn oil, high fructose corn syrup, and all kinds of bad stuff that you know is really not healthy for us. And you know we've gotten away from really good food. We've gotten away from a natural way of eating that we've always eaten over the years. You know, good fats, good meat, good protein, good vegetables, and things like that. So that weighed heavy on me the day that I got that physical, and I didn't really do anything about it. It bothered me, but you know I just continued on. And but back in August of this year of 2019. I got up that morning, went to a Bible study that I have, and come home. My wife went to church. I didn't go to church with her that day, but I was laying here on the couch, or laying here in the living room in the recliner, and I started having this pain in my lower right side, just right below my rib cage. And I thought, Lord, am I having a heart attack? It was just, I mean, excruciating pain, and I thought, well, no, it's not my heart because that's on the other side. But anyway, the pain just kept getting intense. I mean, it was really hurting, and it was starting to freak me out. And so I knew I had a problem, and I laid down on the couch, and it finally subsided a little bit. And I said to myself right then, I said, you know, I've got to make a change, and I've got to make a change today. I've been talking about it, I've been wanting to lose weight, and at this particular time, I had got to the highest weight that I've ever been in my life. I got up to 275.6 pounds. And they tell you that if you want to find out what is a good waist measurement for you as far as being in the right height and waist ratio, is half of your height. I'm 5'8", so that's 68 inches. My waist ratio should be half of that, which is 34. And of course, wearing overalls here, I wore a 44, 46, and sometimes even a 48 waist in overalls. And man, it's just too far. It's just out of proportion. But when that pain hit me that day, I said, Lord, if you'll help me through this. And there I was laying there all by myself. There was no one home, and it was really, it kind of freaked me out. And it freaked me out enough to make a change. And so I've made that change, and today that's what I want to share this with you. As of today, in just 4 short months, I've taken control of my eating. I got rid of all the bad fats. I wasn't doing any bad butters like margarine, and I can't believe it's not butter and all this country crock crap. I got to eating real butter, and eating eggs, eating meat, fatty meats. Matter of fact, fatty cuts of beef, hamburger meat, fatty cuts of ribeye. Just love that. Eggs, plenty of eggs, and bacon. Love bacon, man. Bacon's good with anything. I don't care what you say or what anybody says. It's good for you, and it's good fat. Animal fats is really good, but these unsaturated fats are not good. Avocados are real good for you, and I love those too. But anyway, I got rid of all those bad fats. I got rid of all the white stuff, all the flour, all the sugar, all the pasta. You know, there's sugar in everything. If you look at the ingredients and start reading ingredients, some of the first 4 or 5 ingredients on most products that you buy that are either packaged in a grocery store or whatever, you're going to see high fructose corn syrup. And man, that's killing everybody. It's just really, it's bad stuff. And so I started getting rid of all these things and cutting out all this stuff and eating good vegetables. And then I actually even went a little bit further and went a little more extreme to what they call carnivore type diet. I went from keto, which is a certain amount of carbohydrates per day, anywhere from 20 to 50 grams of carbohydrates per day. And then I actually cut down a lot of that to just going to high fat, and even was fasting. I did a 16-8 interval fasting, intermittent fasting they call it. And then what that actually is where you eat in an 8-hour window everything that you're going to eat for that day, and then you don't eat any more for the next 16 hours. And you think it's kind of hard to do, but really it's not, because you sleep 8 hours, so you're actually fasting, because when you wake up the next morning, you want to break fast. You want to break that fast. Well, if you could just hold off a little while and eat somewhere around, say, 11 o'clock in the morning, then your 8-hour period, you have to have eaten all that you're going to eat for that day by 7 o'clock that evening. And so the 16-8 intermittent fasting really helped me pull a lot of weight off. And I started seeing a lot of difference. I mean, my overalls, my clothes were starting to loosen up and get baggy on me, and people were starting to notice and say something about it. But the main thing was I was feeling better. My inflammation, when you get rid of all the sugar and the flour and the pastas and the bad oil, the inflammation just actually goes away after you finally get rid of all that stuff, and you go to feeling better. I mean, you can sleep better, and you just feel better all the way around. Your joints don't ache like they did. And so as of today, I've lost 40 pounds in 4 months, and so I'm excited about that. And I know you can do the same thing if you want to. We're going to start a keto channel here, and we're going to be talking about all kind of subjects and all kind of topics. We're going to be placing some videos on here with recipes and things that we're using. One thing that really blows my mind when I got to talking about this is a lot of people say that this is not sustainable. This kind of diet is not sustainable. And I don't really understand why they say that or why they mean that, because a lot of people fall off and they get back into eating sugar and different things, so you will gain weight. So if you get off of it and go back to eating all that kind of stuff that put the weight on you in the first place, you will gain it back. There's no doubt about it. But if you maintain and you continue to do, it is sustainable. And people say, well, what do you eat? There's not a lot you can eat. Well, yeah, there is a whole lot you can eat. I mean, you can get all kinds of food. You can get creative. I'm never hungry. I'm always full. And I eat till I'm full, and then I quit, and I'm done for the day. But there's so many things that you can eat, and so it is sustainable, and it's something that is very healthy. And just wanted to share that with you guys. If you ladies want to lose your booty, and men, if you want to lose your beer belly, this is the way to do it, and it's healthy. And I just appreciate you taking the time to watch this. We all want to lose weight. Really what we're trying to say is we want to lose fat. It's not so much the weight, it's the fat that's around our belly and our booty. That's what we want to lose. So if you want to do that, you can definitely do this. And I just want to say this too also, folks. I've done this in 4 months. I've lost over 40 pounds in 4 months, and I haven't exercised any. Now, I'm not saying exercise is bad, because it certainly is good, and we know that. But you can do this without exercise. Even if you're not physically able to exercise, you can regulate what you eat and start eating better, and it'll help pull the fat off. So anyway, this is Mike over here at Keto Style. We appreciate you guys. If you like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button to our channel. Be sure and share this video with your friends and family on social media. And if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down in the description there in that comment section, and we'll be glad to help you any way we can. Have a great day, and happy holidays. This is Mike. Merry Christmas.